season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hawkeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He gets a block. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. So Clemson's offense has the ball first today. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To throw, it's St. Clair. Quickly complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying to power it in. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble! Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And he got smacked just... At least the pass, it's incomplete. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his big tight end. He's but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well give it to him again. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. On the move. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Clemson! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 7-3.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Kruger. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Kruger. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Finding open areas. Powers through. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. 2nd down coming up. back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Punts it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jackson. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Oh, he got loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the quick pass. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. The option look. Now the pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Using the quick game. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
221 wing. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete to the left. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kruger. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Kruger. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to look downfield again. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game, they were...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And they're not on the same page there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this 4th down conversion. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the pressure. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off-play action. Looking for the score. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry.